Good morning, everyone. Today we are with Tej Kankaria, the alumni of Christ University. So today we'll be having a brief talk and a chat session with Sir. Good morning, Sir.
Good morning.
So tell me about yourself, Sir.
I studied in Chennai and I was brought up in Chennai and I happened to come to Bangalore for a BCom honors course in Christ. After that, I pursued civil services preparation. I could not clear the exam, but I happened to clear the RBI exam. So currently, I am working with RBI as a manager. Uh, so, a general disclaimer that all views expressed are personal and does not uh, might not be the views of the bank.
Sure. So, Sir, let me ask you, how was your journey at Christ University?
Okay, so joining Christ was an accident for me. I never planned on joining Christ as such. Randomly, when I was pursuing my 12th, I ended up at Christ's website and I just applied for Christ. And luckily, and then I got a call for interview. I came here and I thought did really bad. But the next day, I got a message saying that I cleared the exam. So within a week, I had to decide whether to join or not. And I decided, okay, let's try this out. And I joined and I ended up in Christ. Journey in Christ was beautiful. It was really very different. The class was very diverse. Out of the class of 88, we had 80 people from outside Bangalore itself, from different parts of the country. And there was a lot of activities going on throughout. We constantly engaged in something called as CUCA, which we had that time.
Right.
I'm not sure whether you have it now.
Yes, yes.
Uh, so it was a really good experience. I mean, education happened, but learnings outside the classroom was much more.
So, Sir told that Christ University is, more of co-curricular things rather than curricular. So, Sir, rather than the CUCA, which is still running, of course, they're a very huge part of the Christ University where they conduct major events. So, except for that, which else things were you part of when it comes to co-curricular?
Actually, nothing. I was not that. I mean, I was not that bright a student. Also, I was a little average, and even that I joined CUC only in the second year, second and third year. I was part of it, and that also was by luck. And I happened to be inside CUC and be part of Christ University team as part of luck. But then, uh, apart from that, I was not really part of any other group. Probably, I tried joining the Samyukti or Samyukt,
Samyukti.
which Rishikesh sir started, but then I could not pursue it further. Then there was TEDx event happening in Christ, so I tried to involve myself in the organizing team, but again I could not complete it. So really nothing much on that part.
Okay. So, sir, what was your dream? Like your childhood dream that you had to be this particular person, something like that.
So I have been very indecisive as a person and very ambitious, but my ambition keeps changing almost every second. Uh, Earlier, when in childhood days, I wanted to be a WWE wrestler. To be a wrestler. Then became I wanted to be a chef, then a photographer, then I wanted to be a consultant, and now I'm an RBI. And I still I still want to start a restaurant and run it. It's a kind of a dream, but I don't know when will that dream change to something else.
Coming to your part of his profession, if not RBI, what else do you think you would be? Like I am sure that if not, I was in RBI. Which else position would you probably be? In.
Uh, I mean, there can be a lot of probabilities and possibilities. Like after when in Christ in the final year, there are a lot of placement opportunities, but I did not get placed in any of the corporates. Probably I didn't we have a few, but many I did not clear also. After that, I thought I'll probably try my hands on a cat. I gave my cat, but I could not get a good enough score to get IM ABC, so I dropped that plan. Then I pursued civil services. Uh, I tried that for 3 years. I could not clear that. Then I tried RBI exam. I did not clear the first exam. Second exam I cleared. So it has been an eventful life for me after leaving Christ. There have been a lot of trial and error. So if not RBI, probably. I don't know. Probably I would be uh, I would have probably applied for some corporate, or I would have probably started my own business. Uh, uh, but I mean, both of these I can even do now if I want to, if I decide to leave RBI. But I don't know. Yeah, it's a very tricky question. We don't know until we are there. So.
Yeah, so when it comes to government exams, be it any government exams, most of them know it's very difficult to prepare, or even, it's very hard to crack that particular part. So how was your preparations, even though you told that, you couldn't clear it at the very first attempt? So what are the things that you strategized probably to clear it at the second time? And if you want to tell it to, our viewers, that how they can prepare, so what will be your say on that?
First of all, like from interaction that I had with the teachers today, and from what I understand from my batchmates, very few pursue government sector. Uh, very few have tried giving these government exams. I don't know many who have tried, uh, but it's a good field. It's a good sector to be in. About the exams, yes, they are challenging, but they are not that big of a challenge if you are dedicated enough. Uh, like for UPSC, there's extensive amount of reading and mugging up, and a lot of skills that you have to grab along the way. Uh, I gave 4 years of my life into it. Read a lot, studied a lot, but probably I didn't strategize well enough to clear the exam. But luckily, that learnings from UPSC, from civil services, helped me in my RBI exam. Uh, so that helped me clear the exam without much of studies. Main thing for government exams is that you need to have your aptitude needs to be good. If you are good at quants reasoning, uh, then you can always it will be easy for you to crack level one and level two. Especially like RBI exam, you can crack it very easily because if you are a commerce graduate or an economics graduate, it is pretty easy to crack because there's subjects like economic and social issues and finance and management, uh, which would be a cakewalk for students. So, mm, yeah, it's not very challenging. If you try, you would probably get it. Only one thing that I would suggest is that don't get stuck if you don't get it. Uh, you can probably do it as a side preparation when you are in your current job, or you can also start preparing for it when you're in college. Like RBI recruits people who are even 20, like from 21 years of age, anyone can apply, and a comma and a bachelor's is enough. So even if when you graduate this year and when you turn 21, you can actually apply for the exam and you can join at the same level as I do. So the work is really good. Uh, you get a variety of work. You get to engage with various stakeholders, which you will not get when you're in the private sector. Uh, there's a lot of perks of being over there.
Okay, so for a BCom graduate, or probably someone who is holding an MBA or a master's degree, so what are the growth opportunities, or what are the positions that a person of this graduation can hold in RBI?
Uh, See, currently, from what I understand, and it's my view, not the bank views of the bank, that uh, recruitment happens in two levels. One is the assistant level and manager level. Assistant level is two grades lower than manager. At the manager level, anyone can apply, whether you're a BCom or a MBA, doesn't matter, and both are treated equally. Once you join the bank, all at the same level. So it doesn't matter what level of education you are at. Probably later on in the career, at the time of interview, it might play a role, but maybe even a BCom graduate can get a master's by that time. So there is no difference. And uh, to begin with, the education, special education that you do not have a role in your promotions also. The first promotion is time bound generally, and the second promotion is competitive, but it's almost 15 years after you join the bank. So there's a long time for you to get specialized also, and it's a good opportunity for commerce graduates and MBA graduates and anyone of outside commerce also, because the kind of work that we do is very varied. Like we have customer protection, we have ombudsman, and then we have supervision of banks, we have currency management, HR, uh, management of premises, uh, payment settlement systems, and then and many other departments are there where anyone can fit in and anyone can learn. And the best part is that you get transferred between departments almost once in 3 4 years. So you get to learn from each department, uh, and every one is doing a different kind of work. So there's no particular skill set uh, that everyone requires.
So it's a very hybrid working environment,
Yes,
kind
very
of.
hybrid working environment.
So if there are very much side hustles right now which many people will be pursuing. So in case you wanted to probably take up a passion or a hobby that you still might think like probably I wanted to be a singer, or I wanted to be something else with this job, what do you think that you would have opted for?
I mean, like even now, I'm passionate about running a restaurant, and I would definitely love to have a side gig of a restaurant wherein, say, because my working hours are like 8 hours normally, 9:30 to 5:30. So I can probably have a 3 hours of a street restaurant shop where I open for 3 hours and all that. That's my passion. I would like to do it, but the problem is, in any government job, you're not allowed to have side gigs, so you cannot do it while being in government. So that's the thing.
So, and is there any one particular core memory from Christ University that you want to share to our viewers?
Classroom environment was very much fun. Uh, it We had a great rapport with our teachers. Uh, Today I met my class teacher that we had that time, and I was surprised to see that she had our class batch photo still with her, despite like around 8 years of graduation. So that bonding is a memory that I have that I really cherish. Though I'm not in touch with most of my uh, classmates, but I still remember and cherish those days that we had.
So now you are in a very good position. I mean, an RBI manager. So do you think you have, come up to that place where you can tell that yes, I have achieved my aim, or yes, I've touched my goal, and this is what I wanted to be. I am here.
It's a very philosophical question, I would say, because human mind is such that you would never be happy with where you are. You'll always want more, uh, and grass is always greener on the other side. When you're on the government side, you would think that private is better. On the private side, you would think government is better. So uh, probably the day when I think that I have accomplished enough, I would have attained happiness in the philosophical sense. But yeah, I mean, it's a good place to be. I am very grateful that I am where I am today. Uh, when I see my counterparts in the private sector, uh, I see that they're doing a lot of hustling. They are working day and night, uh, and 24/7 or even on weekends. But luckily, we have a good work-life balance uh, at Reserve Bank. It's not like we don't work; we work a lot also. But we don't overburden our employees. It's a small certain amount of time during the year probably you will be overburdened. You have to work from home or work during the weekends. It happens at times, but it's not that much. It's not at all like what happened in the private sector. And at this young age, you would feel that you can hustle and you can work pull off 12 hours and 14 hours of work in a day and work during weekends and all that. But once you become say 35 or 40, from what I have listened heard from people, because I'm not still 28, so I don't know, but at age of 35 or 40, people cannot cope up with that kind of pace, and that time you would need to slow down, and you would not probably get an opportunity to slow down. You will not even get a chance to slow down. You will have to keep up with that pace. That might be difficult in that side, but that luckily is not the case in the government sector or with Reserve Bank.
So, in this dynamic environment, and there's lot of things happening right now in the economy, like recession is coming up, and there's a lot of changes. There's competition as well. So, do you have anything specific to tell to the future generation or the youths who are there right now that this is how you have to cope up for this particular situation?
Firstly, even I am part of the youth because I am 28, don't count me as the older generation. But yeah, the message would be that. like for example, you would be having a placement and it probably would be going slow because of the recession, supposed recession that's going on. Uh, that's nothing to worry about. It's possible that you will not get placed or you will be fired from your job. It's possible. I mean, I was without a job for 4 years, and after that I joined RBI. So that can be a lesson that you can get inspired by. uh, and it is okay. I mean, I have listened to the various interviews that have happened in the series, and I've seen that most of the people are so goal oriented and so much ambitious, and they have gone to a particular path, and nothing has happened like that for me. And I think many people would follow the same way. Like people might not be that ambitious, or they may not have a proper plan or path towards their goal, and it's okay to be like that. It is okay, and things will fall in place, and whatever happens for the good. So you will definitely be at a happier place in the times to come. And getting one dream job or getting one dream package should not be your end goal. There are many ways of achieving uh, that satisfaction that you'll get after that. So you can try those other parts. When one path closes, another opens up. So yeah, so even if there's a recession, there is a workaround, there is a way out. So there's nothing to worry about.
So I guess with this chit chat session, there's a lot that viewers probably got to learn, and there's a lot that viewers probably got to understand by the end things which you told, about how, even though you probably don't have work, there are a lot of things coming up in your life. So thank you very much, sir, for having this session with us. Even we would like to thank you from the side of Christ University for making time out of your schedule and coming to our college. Thank you very much,
It's
sir.
okay. Thank you so much. I mean, it's a pleasure to be here.